there's the Daily Telegraph, Lewis. That's your paper. That's the picture of the baby that Leah's talking about, I imagine.
Yeah, the Daily Telegraph. Yeah, what a cute little baby. It looks like Leo's baby. And Leo, who's got a cold heart. He actually emoted when he saw the picture of the thing.
Did he?
Oh, it was lovely.
Yeah.
It was lovely. It's still not going to make.
Pupils dilated.
It's still not going to make my girlfriend like him, but and I don't like him either. And so that's what's going on. And this is what it's all. It's basically because of this, because Hamas has 250 people, including babies like this, that they went and captured. And you know, you're sitting there being balanced, and we're trying to be balanced, and maybe I should be balanced. I'm not. You know, I'm not a political guy. I don't need to be balanced. But, you know, this is what it's all caused by. But that's not what the issue...
What have you got on the blacklist for blocking trans laws as well?
Well, obviously, this is much more important for GBNews people, because we are all trans all the time. And this is BBC faces UN blacklist for blocking trans laws. And this was, believe it or not, there's this organization called GANHRI, G-A-N-H-R-I. I never heard of this thing, and I don't even think you guys probably have heard of it.
No.
It's the Global Alliance of National Human Rights Organizations.
Right.
And they're the feeder into the United Nations for Britain to be in the panels with the United Nations.
Okay.
And it happens that because Stonewall and Mermaids, two totally, I'm not going to use the word.
We know them. Yeah.
We know them, evil. They complained. And so it's possible that we will not be allowed to sit at the UN, to be in the UN.
But
now,
just for the human rights body. But, I mean, honestly, who cares? Does this mean we don't need to pay them any money? The UN is, like, completely drifted away from its original purpose and now seems to just exist to push woke ideology. The fact that they're listening to Stonewall and Mermaids, which are two very discredited organisations, is ridiculous.
But it's bizarre, isn't it? The UN is established to impose some sort of international law, to bring resolutions to avoid war and that sort of thing. Why could they possibly have any interest in trans rights?
Because here's why. Because trans rights is about self-identity, and what Team World wants to do is obliterate national boundaries. It comes from out of Wilsonian kind of thinking. Is we're not going to have any countries anymore. Imagine there's no country. Imagine that's what they want.
Everybody just has their own sort of self-identity and their own,
and they're happy. And if you take away their country, their people are saying, you know what, you're not going to have a country, but you'll have yourself. You'll have your self-identity.
That sounds like a terrible idea. This sounds
everyone
like
has their own little border.
Around themselves.
I may not have a border. I may just be open.
Which is why they're after Israel, because it's a nation state. Why they want to destroy Britain, because it's a nation, and it's Team World versus, I think, GBNews stands for the home team. I like the sound
of Baroness Faulkner of Migraine, though. She's the...
That's not the place. It's what is it?
Margarine. Something like that. Anyway.